Oyo everybody, thank you for being here. Today we're watching The Thing from Another World from 1951. I've seen the John Carpenter one from I don't remember what year it is, and I've also seen the prequel from 2011. So of course the John Carpenter one is a marvel for practical effects, of course. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But this one is from 1951, so I'm really interested to see what the effects are going to be like in this one. I have no idea what to look forward to in that way. So if you like this video and want to see more of it, click like, subscribe, share, and all that, and let's see these effects. Oh, John Carpenter took... Okay. If this is like the... But John Carpenter is like this one, then. Okay, neat. Except he left out the From Another World part. Who Goes There? John W. Campbell Jr. So this is based on a novel, just like the first two movies I watched. Are these all movies based on... I know 2001 is based on a novel, and I don't know about the other ones. I think... Are these all based on novels? Okay.
Come in.
How is this gonna unfold?
Close the door.
Well, that goes without saying in this weather.
Just got a message from your picnic party up north from Dr. Carrington himself. Believe an airplane unusual type crashed in our vicinity. Please send facilities to investigate. Most urgent.
Could be Russians. They're all over the pole like flies.
Don't get nervous.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Cold War's going
Take
on.
along a dog team or anything you might need for rescue work.
Yes.
Talking so fast. Can barely keep up. Thank God for subtitles.
Dr. Chapman, Mr. Scott.
Dr.
Hello.
Chapman.
Scotty's a newspaper man. You've come at an opportune time, Mr. Scott.
Well, I just happened to be in Anchorage when your message came through. I hope you have a good story.
Dr. Carrington, Captain Henry's here.
Yes, I know.
You mind telling me where we're going, Doctor?
48 miles due east from here.
Your message said an airplane had crashed. Is that what we're looking for?
It's not an
I don't
airplane.
know, Captain. Miss Nicholson, would you read Captain Henry my first notes?
November 1st,
Yesterday.
6:15 p.m. Sound detectors and seismographs registered explosion due east. Such deviation possible only if a disturbing force equivalent to 20,000 tons of steel or iron ore
20,000 tons.
had become part of the earth at about a 50-mile radius.
Pat, the compass is at a spin.
Geiger's up to the top.
There it is.
There we are.
Holy cats! What a weird looking thing.
It's part of an airfoil, probably a stabilizer of some sort.
It's an airplane, all right.
No, it is not. I love how grainy it looks. I just love that about older movies. I know that that's maybe beyond control, but I just love it. I just love the way it looks. And the big circle in the corner too.
Finally got one.
We found a flying saucer.
Can anybody see anything through the ice from where you are?
Only an outline.
Nothing but a dark shape?
I don't think we have a chance of chopping through the ice with axes.
I know, Doctor. We think so, too. We're going to try to melt it out with thermite bombs.
What a story! Where's that Hey, Barn!
Hold it, Scott. Sorry, no private messages.
What do you mean private? I'm going to send it to the whole
I
world.
wish you could, but this is Air Force information. We'll have to wait for authority to let you file a story.
He's gonna die. That guy with the glasses he's gonna die.
A few minutes from now, we may have the key to the stars. A million years of history are waiting for us in that ice.
Oh.
Everybody all right?
That last explosion was the engine. It's all gone. Secrets that might have given us a new science. Gone. That's just damning. Standard operating procedure.
Captain, I'm getting something over here.
Probably a fragment from the saucer. We may salvage something yet.
Yep, they found him.
What is it? Looks like a man.
Oh, it ain't no man.
Here's some axes. You can chop around and put the whole block on the sled and take it to the plane. I agree
Get
with that.
started.
And that's a pretty tight plane, so that big block of ice taking up all that space. Oh, okay then. It's fine.
Well, what do we do now? Defrost him?
Well, this ice will melt pretty soon. Doctor, can you control the heat in this room?
No, Captain. This is our storeroom. The temperature is constant here.
I'm sorry, Professor. We're not going to melt it or chip it. Eddie, open that window, will you?
You mean we're not allowed to examine it?
I mean just that, Doctor.
Hey, Pat, these windows don't open.
Probably will, Doctor, but we can't permit it now.
We don't have to have any permission.
Eddie, break that window.
All right.
Okay then, sure.
Sorry. We already pulled one boner out there in the ice. But until I receive instructions from my superior officer on what to do, we'll just have to mark time. Mac?
Yeah.
Just stay here. We'll take 4-hour shifts.
Gonna be warm enough?
If I'm not, you'll hear me squawking.
Bob will bring us some dinner.
I could use something to read.
Nice, quiet horror story.
You'll be getting one very, very soon. So this guy is definitely gonna get it first.
This came about an hour ago. Can you read it?
No, you better.
Fogarty to Henry. Withhold newspaper story until permission from Air Force HQ. Remove aircraft from ice at once. Use thermite bombs if necessary to melt ice. Erect temporary structure to protect aircraft until my arrival.
Hi, Pat. Hi. Warren just got here. Sure glad I'm not looking at that guy anymore. You all set, Barnes? Yes, sir. Got an electric flying suit and a pot of coffee.
There's the blanket. Oh, I understand he's probably trying to cover the guy up, but that's an electric blanket. Yeah, he's trying to cover the electric blanket. Okay, but that's an electric blanket, dummy. Okay, well done. So this happened because of you. Yep, he's up. He's awake.
Captain Henry!
What's the matter, Corporal?
Captain Henry!
Easy. Trigger.
I know it.
Yeah, thank you.
Happened to...
Jesus.
You gotta do something about it, you got!
Yeah, you needed that, clearly.
Get back here.
It's gone. It's just a dog now. Oh,
For the rest of it.
he's taken. What was he changed into? It's still a shapeshifter, right? That's still changed? Yep, he's gone.
Get out here, all right.
Get some parkers and boots and bring a flashlight.
Look over here, Captain!
Yeah, the dogs are the ones who need saving. Oh. He's gonna run off, then he's gonna come back as a dog, right?
Captain Henry, it would help me if any of you, would describe what you saw out there.
But the dogs had him down tearing at him.
Yeah, I saw him get up with 3 of them hanging on his arm.
Then he threw one dog at the rest.
When we got there, 2 of them were dead. Or they looked like they'd been through a chopper.
Be careful, Doctor. Those barbs, whatever they are very sharp.
Seems to be a sort of chitinous substance.
See what, Doctor?
Something between a beetle's back and a rose thorn.
Thorn-fingered, huh?
That is blood on the hand, isn't it, Doctor?
Yes, but not his blood.
Probably from one of the dogs.
No blood in the arm. No animal tissue.
Porous, unconnected cellular growth.
Just a minute, Doctor. Sounds like you're trying to describe a vegetable.
I am.
So it's more like a plant than an animal?
Please, Doctor, I've got to ask this. It sounds like, well, just as though you're describing some form of super carrot. That's nearly right, Mr. Scott. Imagine how strange it would have seemed during the Pliocene age to forecast that worms, fish, lizards that crawled over the earth were going to evolve into us. On the planet from which our visitor came, vegetable life underwent an evolution similar to that of our own animal life. Look here, I took this from under the soft tissue on the palm of the hand.
Seed pod.
Seed pod?
Yes, a neat and unconfused reproductive technique of vegetation. If we can only communicate with it, we can learn secrets that have been hidden from mankind since the beginning.
What's happening? What's it doing? Coming back? Reanimating?
It's moving. Miss Nicholson,
Yes, Doctor.
at 12:10 a.m., the hand became alive. Sure, I believe it was able to ingest the canine blood with which it was covered. I believe in this.
You mean it lives on blood? This is the best we could find, Pat. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will.
Where are you going, Captain?
Find our visitor if we can.
Captain, when you find what you're looking for, remember it's a stranger in a strange land. Woke from a block of ice, was attacked by dogs, shot by a frightened man.
Sure.
All I want is a chance to communicate with
Doctor, you can do anything you want with it, provided it's locked up.
So the thing in this one is a plant. Is it even a shapeshifter anymore?
None of the others were locked. What's in here? The greenhouse.
A greenhouse. Okay. If he's gonna be hiding anywhere, it's gonna be here.
Any suggestions, Doctor?
It's obviously not inside.
I started looking outside as soon as this...
Well, yeah, you saw him run off.
Never mind, Doctor. We're fine. You're right, Dr. Chuck. We'll have to work out
Will
a
you
schedule.
close the door, please? Gentlemen, I just happened to notice. Look at these molds.
Well, they're wilted. The only thing...
A blast of icy air if that rear door was opened. Have another look at that lock, will you, Professor?
Yes.
Dr. Carrington, you were right. The lock's been forced and bent back into position again. The key's gone. Someone has entered and gone and locked the door from...
Okay.
blood dogs. Not even cold yet. Is there any blood in there?
Its blood has been drained.
Everything falls right into line. It's been here, and it will come back again.
We'd better tell Captain.
I don't agree with you, Doctor. I think it far better if science rather than...
Doctor,
the
you shouldn't do this.
I'm sure we can communicate with it. We must.
It's already very, very different from the Carpenter version, so how much time we got left? Not long, not long. Was it 30 minutes about?
Hey, Tex, don't tell me you got something. Well, Captain, your jungle fogarties are on the temperature. This came in clear about 10 minutes ago, and then it got fouled up again.
Fogarty to Hendry. Take all precautions to preserve aircraft carefully until my arrival. Same to same. Use same precautions with corpses of any occupants. Fogarty to Hendry. Why haven't you answered? Want immediate answer. Same to same. Radio silence unnecessary. Reference message Fogarty to Hendry.
In the greenhouse.
Attention, everybody in camp. Stay where you are and bolt your doors. Our visitor has returned and is dangerous. Stay where you are until notified and bolt your doors. Stay where you are.
In the greenhouse, I was working. I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Then a blast of cold air, and I heard Olson scream.
That's the
When I
thing,
turned,
isn't
the thing
it?
struck at me. When I came to, I saw Olson and Auerbach. They were both hanging from the beams upside down. They were dead. Their throats were cut.
Yes, sir. Wait for me, Pat. I want to get a picture.
Yeah, very hostile, not open.
No, go ahead now.
Oh my god! I was expecting it to just be right there.
Did you picture, Scotty?
No, you were in the way. And the door wasn't open long enough.
It opened again?
No.
You're sure there's no other way out? No windows, skylights, or vents of any kind? Only the front and back door. You don't think that...
Oh, okay.
Dr. Carrington, we just learned you found a dog in there, bled white by a visitor. You didn't report it. Why?
I didn't consider it
But
necessary.
it was necessary to let two of your friends in there to be killed.
I posted them as a guard. I was in there
Dr.
myself.
Stern was
for 5
right. I
hours.
just looked through that door. They're hanging in there upside down like in a slaughterhouse. I wish you'd seen it. As for you, Doctor, you're limited to your room, laboratory, and the mess hall. This thing's finished.
Captain, you have no authority of any kind to issue such
Doctor.
order. No right to assume...
You better move along.
It's very, very different from the John Carpenter version.
You said you had news for us, Doctor.
At 9 p.m., I placed the seeds taken from the severed hand of X in 4 inches of earth. I saturated the earth.
He grew a new one.
I
He didn't come
saturated
back,
the
he
earth
grew a
with
new
2
one.
units of plasma taken from our blood bank. Condition of the dog found in the greenhouse indicated that blood was a primal factor in the cultivation of the seeds.
So that thing being in there is now entirely his fault. Because he grew it, and now he's growing more.
Do you care to listen to them, Professor Wilson?
You saw what it does, so why are you still growing them? Sure, keep a sample for studying, but get rid of those and bring the sample back to a secure spot.
Almost like the wail of a newborn child that's hungry.
That's the way I would have described it.
Doctor, I think you should get some sleep.
There's too much to do, Professor Wilson.
Your mind can't work if you're exhausted.
My mind's still perfectly clear.
No, it isn't, Doctor.
What if that aircraft came here not just to visit the Earth, but to conquer it?
Yeah, this is very, very different from the Carpenter version.
Nicky, I want to ask you something. Has anybody up here been hurt lately? I brought up 35 units of blood plasma 2 months ago. What's Carrington doing with 35 units of blood plasma, Nicky?
Guess you better take a swing at my chin and have a look at those notes.
So that's what he's been doing.
Pat, would you remember something? He's tired. He hasn't slept since you found that thing. And he's not thinking right.
I don't tolerate intrusions into my laboratory. Please don't touch me.
This is what your late colleagues are doing in the greenhouse, Doctor. The creature in the greenhouse is obviously multiplying itself in this identical
And
fashion.
we have no way of finding out how much it can multiply.
It'll need more blood, and it'll make every effort to obtain what it needs.
You're talking like frightened school.
You're right, Doctor. I am frightened.
Finally got a message through, and here's the answer.
Go ahead.
Fogarty to Henry. Carrington informs me Martian alive. You are directed to make effort to keep it alive and protect it against injury. Under no circumstances take action against it until my arrival when weather permits.
You have your orders, Captain Henry?
Oh, wonderful. They do have flamethrowers, right?
Tex.
Here I am.
You won't be there long. We're dropping the outside guards. You better come up here and join the rest of them in the mess hall.
I'll be all right. I got the door braced good and there's no outside windows.
That's not gonna go well.
What happens if our boyfriend gets lonely and starts strolling around? Ends up in here. Or maybe you could borrow a flamethrower from somebody.
Captain, I got a crazy idea.
So
We got
they do
lots
have
of kerosene
flamethrowers.
and we could...
Okay, that too.
What? 4,
Before we start cooking.
5, 6.
It's
Watch it,
inside.
everybody. That thing's out of the greenhouse. Be sure and stay together.
What about throwing kerosene on, setting it on fire?
We can try. Get that. Here's a ball can.
How are we going to set it on
Yeah.
fire? Rub 2 sticks together?
It's a very pistol in my bag.
I'll get it.
Okay, they got a plan. Just burn it.
Come here. Get in the corner. Now hold this in front of you. Stay by the light switch.
Oh my god. Oh, he's tall. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, it's all happening so fast. Yeah, okay. So it's, okay, she's right there, dude. That would be a good way to put out the fire. Oh man, that happened so fast.
Now listen, everybody. I want you all to stay here. We found a way to fight this thing off, but we burned out our room doing it. I don't think it was hurt much, judging from the way it took off.
Right.
Captain, I just thought of something. You said you were going to use kerosene again.
You know anything better?
Or something hotter. We have enough cable to stretch to the greenhouse. Why not use electricity? Tell them we're in bad shape. The sooner they get here, the better. Tell them to bring hand grenades, mortars, flamethrowers, anything they can think of.
Yeah.
Tell them if I don't get
Lots and
permission
lots
to
of
send the
fire.
story out, I'm going to shoot myself. You better comb your hair first.
Oh, you ninnies. Look,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
You too. It's getting cold in
The
here.
heat must be off.
It is off. It's not getting any oil. See if it's the same way in the room across the hall.
Like the dialogue here. Feels very natural. Like the script they were given just told them to, like the basics of what they needed to say, what they need to get across. And then just let them fill in the holes.
You better get outside and fix it. Probably run smack into our visitor. They'll be waiting for you to do just that.
We underestimate this guy.
It's awful cold in here.
I know, that thing's turned the heat off. What?
That'll change things.
What are we going to do about it? I don't know. Next thing we'll think of is the electricity, so we're putting everybody in the generator room and trying to fight it from there. You got any fence wire strong enough to take your voltage? Oh, rolls of it, yeah.
That'll work with that.
What'll work? Lay it on the ground, here.
One overhead and one on each side. When that thing gets to the right spot, juice it.
He's not gonna try something, is he?
Captain Henry.
Go ahead. Just hook this thing up, checking to see if it works.
That's fine. Watch your Geiger counter.
Yes, sir.
Well, Captain, here's another message. This one relayed from Washington. Fogarty to Henry. Use every means to protect lives of entire party, but take no steps against your prisoner.
You're doing more than breaking army orders. You're robbing science of the greatest secret that's ever come to
Better
us.
go back, Doctor.
Knowledge is more important than life, Captain.
Oh, good lord. Fuck you, man.
It doesn't matter what happens to us. Nothing counts except our thinking.
Captain Henry.
Civilization has given us orders.
Get him out of here. Come on, Doctor.
Oh, you fools. You'll never hurt it. Wisest.
Go ahead.
Captain, I'm getting a reaction from the Geiger counter.
You have about 9 minutes left.
Point
Alright.
up. Point 8 now. I'm getting something new, Pat.
Short here now.
All right, you fellas, both of you, back here. Come around.
Wow, those did nothing. That was hilarious. Those did nothing at all. Okay.
Juice is off.
Pat, hurry to turn off the generator.
Oh my, of this. He's gonna get him all.
Watch out, he's got a gun.
Of course he does.
Keep away. Keep away. I won't allow you to destroy.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Get back here, Eddie!
Can't get some good luck. I mean, this is one that I kind of wish I would get in color, but just so I could get a better look at the thing. Sort of a boring look.
Listen, I'm your friend. Look, I have no weapons. I'm your friend. You're wiser than I. You must understand what I'm trying to tell you. Use that intelligence. Look at me and know what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not your enemy. I'm a scientist. I'm a scientist who's trying.
Thank you. Don't know if you could even understand him. He's pretty in the middle there, right now. There you go. Yeah, for real. Make sure this thing. And the green you want to go to the greenhouse and get all those things that he was planting.
You get everything? Yeah, we burned everything in Carrington's lab and in the greenhouse.
Burnt the arm, too. Nothing left but ashes.
How is that?
broken collarbone and a bad headache.
Oh, okay, I thought you would.
Anchorage from Polar Expedition 6. Anchorage from Polar Expedition 6. Can you hear me? Over.
Anchorage, reception clear. Stand by.
Press the button to speak, Scott.
Henry, over.
Are there any newsmen there who can hear me? Over.
Place is full up. Over.
All right, fellas, here's your story.
Okay, so that was the thing from another world, and I liked it. I looked it fine. Very, very, very different from the John Carpenter version. Like, it wasn't a shapeshifter. Didn't mimic anybody. That Carrington guy wasn't. Like I said, the monster's design was kind of pretty plain and boring. They just kind of slapped some makeup and prosthetics on the guy's head, and that was it. I don't really have much else to say beyond all that. I did like it overall. So if you like this video and want to see more of it, click like, subscribe, share, and all that, and I'll see you next time for the